Originally, this was supposed to be like a story time animation because I have another channel, but I don't even want to animate this. This is fucking bad. My mom has been smoking and drinking for as long as I can remember. Her two favorite things in the world are E&J and Newports. In 2016, after my mother divorced my father, who we'll get to later, she dumped out to her boyfriend across the Atlantic Ocean, who furthered her smoking and drinking habits. Which, by the way, he beat her every day with a belt, but that's a story for another day. Dumped with an abusive man in Africa, so she could fuck off and do whatever the fuck she wants in America. 5 years later, in 2020, she decided to stop being a pathetic doormat and then came back to America to live with my dad. And yeah, she kept drinking. She was basically always drunk, so I viewed it as completely normal until in 2024 my dad urged me to tell her to go to the hospital. And I just brushed him off because I thought she was just drunk and she'd be fucking fine. Well, she wasn't. She's been to the ER plenty of times, so I didn't think anything of it, but I was wrong. And she was hospitalized for weeks. If she hadn't gone that day, she would have died. And a part of me thinks that it would have been better if she did. She was diagnosed with liver cirrhosis, which is an incurable but not lethal condition where your liver is basically dead. It's caused by alcoholism. Wow, who would have fucking guessed? And after the diagnosis, she kept drinking even after she was forced to start walking with a walker. She kept drinking, and she needs to quit, right? So the condition slows down, or so she can get a liver donation. But she does not care. Every day she says, I'm gonna quit, and lo and behold, she still comes home drunk. Which, by the way, where the fuck does she even go? She doesn't even have a job. She's just drinking all the time. I don't even know. Just today, I found an empty bottle of E&J under her pillow and a half bottle of Aloma Bitters hidden under her clothes on the floor. All of this drinking, by the way, has caused some sort of cognitive impairment, only barely fixable by shitty antidepressants she refuses to take. Today, she was squeaking out again and couldn't remember that she had a daughter or even my own name. But when she saw a bottle of Alomo bitters that I was about to throw out, she snatched it and wouldn't let it go. I had to force it out of her hands while she was accusing me of beating her. You literally cannot make this shit up. She literally tried drinking it before I got it out of her hands and spilled everywhere, bro. She remembers a bottle of alcohol better than her children. That is crazy. My dad is also an alcoholic, but arguably a functioning alcoholic. I kid you not, he's been friends with the liquor store owner like since I was in kindergarten, bro. He literally goes there every day to hang out with them, quote unquote, before work. It's actually crazy. He's a shift lead at generic pharmacy store, which explains me living in a one-bedroom apartment my entire life. Most of the time, he's just a hard-working man, but once or twice a year, he just goes crazy and calls out of work multiple days in a row just because he's being a fucking bum and wants to do nothing but drink and sleep. That's literally his only two hobbies in life: drinking and true crime. He likes to watch like Forensic Files, Dateline Secrets Uncovered, but that's besides the point. He's the only one with a job. If he gets fired, we're absolutely fucked. But he doesn't care because E&J is more important than his actual children. Why do I have to babysit people who are almost 3 times my age? You know, I wish I could relate to Jeanette McCurdy. I think my life would be much better if I could relate to her. You know, I'm in my senior year of high school, anyways, if anybody cares, and I can't wait to graduate so I can major in computer science, get a 70K job a year straight out of college, and go live in California or something. I'm just tired of fucking everything, and it's become clear to me that I can't rely on fucking bums, bro. I'm basically on my own from now on. My dad said he wants to move back to Africa anyway, so who gives a fuck about him, right? That's what you do. This is why white people are the richest race in America, bro, because they don't abandon their fucking children when they turn 18. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I don't really have any friends in real life. And even if I did, there's literally nobody I could tell this to, so I'm telling you to. Thanks, guys.